Algebraic phrases. An algebraic phrase is when we write an expression using words. So for example, an algebraic expression here, we have x minus 4. If I want to write this as an algebraic phrase, I could just write a number minus 4 or the difference of a number and 4. So when we're trying to write an algebraic phrase, we're just rewriting the expression with words only. So let's go through some example problems. Highlight and annotate the following algebraic phrases, then represent each phrase as an expression. So the first one, we have the sum of a number and 9. So you can use your foldable to make sure you know the key words for our different operations. So in this problem, sum is a key word that represents addition. A number represents a variable, which we call x. And then we want to add a number and 9. So our algebraic expression would be x plus 9. Let's do another one. A number decreased by 7. So a number, remember, represents x because we don't know what the number is. And we're going to decrease it by 7, which means we're going to subtract 7 from x. So we can write this as x minus 7. For the next question, the quotient of 6 and a number. So remember, quotient represents division, and what we are dividing is 6 and a number, which we always identify as x. So we could say 6 divided by x. It's better to write it as a fraction. It's more algebraic that way, but you could also use a division sign. Next, we have a number increased by 12. So when it says a number, we don't know what it is, so that's x. Increased by 12, that means we're going to add 12 to that x. So we have x plus 12. And then last, 9 times the opposite of a number. So we have 9, and we're going to multiply by the opposite of a number. So if I have the number 4, its opposite is negative 4. So if I have a number x, its opposite is negative x. So when we're talking about opposites, we're talking about the negative version. So 9 times the opposite of a number that we don't know, which is x. And so we could say that this is 9 times negative x. But a better way to write it, the way that we're really looking for, is to just say negative 9x. That's the best way to write this. All right, so super important. Do not use the letter x for multiplication anymore. Now that we have variables, the assumption is that every time you write down the letter x, we are going to assume that you're writing it down as a variable, not as a multiplication sign. So if you want to use or show multiplication, you either need to use parentheses, you can use the dot, or if it's a number and a variable, you don't need to use a symbol at all, right? You can just put 9x, and we would know that that's 9 times x. So on your test, make sure you do not use x for multiplication. We will automatically assume that you mean the variable x. All right? So go ahead and practice these problems on your notes. You can pause the video, and then when you're done, press play, and the next slide will have the answers. When you're doing this, make sure you are highlighting and annotating each phrase before you just write what it is as an expression. Okay, so here are the answers. Go ahead and check your answers. If there's any expressions that you're confused about or unsure of, make sure you ask one of us in the classroom and we'll help you out.